capra ignorante!
Hello guys and welcome back to the 21st episode of Italian Politician of the Week. I am Ipernik and I make weekly videos on Italian politics and history in English. For this season I decided that I will cover also politicians that are no longer in their prime. This can also include the ones that are retired or dead. The protagonist of today falls to the former category. I present to you Umberto Bossi, senator and founder of Lega Nord, arguably the most interesting and unique party that still exists today in Italy. If you enjoy videos on Italian politics, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Now, let's begin. Umberto Bossi was born in 1941 in Cassano Magnano, a small town near Varese, Lombardy. He will graduate from high school and finish his education as an electrician in the 60s. His young years are confusing. He attempted a musical career while being an electrician, a communist, and telling people he was a doctor. In 1975, he signed up to the Communist Party and was an activist against authoritarian regimes such as the one in Chile led by dictator Pinochet. Then one day in 1978 he met Bruno Salvadori, the leader of a separatist movement of the small region of Valle d'Aosta, which has a big French minority and is culturally different from the rest of northern Italy. He started attending their rallies for some reason, where he was introduced to federalism and libertarianism, and soon he dropped his old ideals and became a big advocate of it. Shortly after he met Roberto Maroni. They became quick friends and they began formulating their shared dream of a federal Italian republic, where regions like Lombardy, Piedmont and Veneto could just mind their own business and rule themselves. In 1982, Bossi created Lega Lombarda, Lombardian League, which advocated for more independence of the region of Lombardy from the big central state of Italy. Over the years, other similar parties also came to be in Veneto, Piedmont, Tuscany and Emilia-Romagna, until in 1991 when they decided to combine into a big unique party which they called the Northern League for Padanian Independence, Northern League for short. The word Padanian refers to the Padania Plain in northern Italy, which quickly became the symbolic homeland of the northern Italians, together with the Po River. Bossi's league quickly rose to prominence thanks to the mistrust people had towards the big corrupt institutions in the capital, as well as the imminent fall of the old party system that just couldn't keep on going with the end of the Cold War. The latter event brought more people to care less about foreign affairs and more about local issues and decentralization. And so by 1992 the first few Lega Nord members were elected into parliament, and by 1994 they had a cabinet with Berlusconi and Fini. Before I say more about Bossi's incredible political career and the legacy of his party, let me quickly show you his political compass. So, Bossi is a right-wing populist, is a federalist and against big governments. He wasn't very fond of southerners, whom he perceived as unproductive leeches. He embodied the spirit of the simple northern working class man, who just wanted all foreign things to piss off and to mind his own business. Lega was and still is a very influential party that, despite his weirdness, had a positive impact on our country. For example, in the 2000s, regions were given more authority and the ability to have presidential elections. Today, this system still stands, and I doubt it would be if it hadn't been for Lega Nord. That is very impressive for a party that did weird Celtic religious rites at their rallies. However, as time will go on, Lega will drop some of its anti-establishment traits, almost at the same speed as Forza Italia. From 2001 to 2004, during Berlusconi Berlusconi's second cabinet, Bossi would be Minister of Institutional Reforms, until he had a very tough seizure that forced him to retire from politics for 2 years. His absence partly contributed to the drop in support of Lega Nord at the 2006 elections, but that didn't matter because he will recover after that, both mentally and politically, because as we know, the center-right coalition won again in 2008, and Bossi was made Minister of of federal reforms. He was there for 3 years, but it mostly didn't amount to anything. Then, in 2012, Bossi resigned from his post as party secretary after people discovered he was using party funds on his own family and other personal matters. After the scandal, Lega Nord was briefly led by Maroni, but sooner or later Salvini will take over and make the party change name and direction to be more nation-oriented rather than regional. Today, Bossi is still in the Senate, and I think he's doing pretty well for himself. Although he hasn't really done much, he recently picked up again on his old passions, poetry written in Lombard dialect. Let me read you some of his work translated into Italian. Non valgono niente questi due ragazzi, uno dei nostri è un terrone. Buttateli in una buca con i barattoli dei pomodori vuoti e le carte del burro. 50 anni in due, non sono pochi. I pioppi ogni 8 anni, i padroni li sbattono giù. Once again, I have no idea what he's saying, but that sounds racist. He was made honorary president of Lega, but he doesn't have that much of a say on party matters anymore. Salvini is its official heir, but we will talk about him perhaps another day. Bossi rose to popularity thanks to the way time was changing. People didn't trust the republic anymore, and they sought solutions in isolation and regional independence. At the end, Lega lost, and Italy joined the European Union, and kept up its regional system with just a few variations in autonomy. Some might say that Bossi betrayed his initial political principles, but I think that what he achieved is noteworthy enough. So, that's it. What did you guys think of Bossi? Do you actually like him? Be sure to let me know down below in the comments. Like and subscribe if you enjoy my series, and I will see you next time with a brand new video.
Propaganda che spendono alcune anche se la gente abbiamo solo 1000 lire da Torino. Hai sentito la cannonata?
Hai visto? Hai contarli?
Dov'è la buca? Dove lo metti?
Allora
sì.